What's up, growth-driven agency owners? How often does one quick favor turn into a week-long project? If you don't have a solid scope, your workload and your profit margins can spiral out of control fast. Today, we're diving into how to create and maintain a scope that works for you and your clients. Let's get into it with these 3 powerful tips. Scope creep starts with unclear boundaries. Maybe it's a client who thinks one revision means infinite revisions, or a project that quietly doubles in size because expectations weren't defined up front. Either way, the result is the same. More work of control faster than you can say out of scope. When the scope is fuzzy, boundaries get crossed. Clients start asking for just one more thing, and then suddenly you're knee-deep in work you didn't agree to. Without clear expectations, scope creep isn't just a possibility, it's inevitable. Set crystal clear expectations right from the start. Define what's included and what isn't. And don't be afraid to hold your clients accountable when they try to step outside those lines. A little bit of pushback up front saves a lot of frustration later. You can't manage what you don't measure. If your scope and processes aren't documented, confusion reigns. And let's be honest, a verbal agreement is as good as non-existent when a project gets complicated. Without a clear documented process, you're left juggling misunderstandings and misplaced priorities. Build a solid process, write it down, and share it with your clients. Transparency is key here. When everyone's on the same page, things run smoothly. At Conduit, we help agencies streamline their workflow so they can focus on scaling instead of firefighting. Sometimes you decide to do a little extra for the client. That's great until they start expecting it every time. If you're not tracking out-of-scope work, you're missing opportunities to show your value and protect your resources. Without proper documentation, you risk turning goodwill into unpaid obligations. Whenever you go above and beyond, make sure it's reflected on the invoice, even if you credit it back. This isn't about nickel and diming, it's about showing the client the extra value you're bringing to the table. So to keep your projects on track and your profits intact, remember these 3 tips. Set clear expectations, create a transparent process, and always show the value of your work, even the extras. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Conduit Currents. Ready to streamline your agency operations and scale smarter? Schedule a discovery call with us today.